Seated at all times from here on out. Please don't stand the change seats or, of course, try and exit the train. As we leave, look to your right, say goodbye to Scotty, our station master. Everybody say, goodbye, Scotty! Goodbye, Scotty! Oh, very good. Now, if you look to your right, across the street is our African penguin display. Now, these penguins come from a warm region in South Africa, and they like the warm weather here in Florida. They're not like the Antarctic penguins that like the very cold weather. These guys like it hot. A couple of them even ask about a timeshare. On the left, we'll pass the edge of Africa. That's a 16-acre walk-through area to see animals. African lions, spotted hyenas, meerkats, lemurs, vultures. You'll see a 15-foot freshwater crocodile in there. And the biggest attraction of all, a hippopotamus swimming in a 225,000-gallon observation tank. All located in the edge of Africa. And just a second on the right side, you'll pass a very large white building. That is the Crown, or beg your pardon, the Serengeti Overlook Restaurant and Pub. You can sit out on the balcony, look out over the Serengeti Plain at the animals, enjoy a slice of pizza or a sandwich. They have inside dining as well, and they are open for lunch and early dinner at the Serengeti Overlook. Next, we're going to pass by the newest roller coaster here at Busch Gardens. That is Cobra's Curse. This is the prototype, the first one of its kind ever built, and so far the only one. It's very family friendly. It does not turn you upside down. And if you're just 42 inches or taller, you're tall enough to take a ride. This makes this available for a lot of our younger guests.
I would have been able to ride it when I was 3 years old.
Cobra's Curse. Next, we're going to pass Montu. Montu is one of North America's tallest and fastest steel inverted roller coasters. Now, by inverted, most roller coasters, the track is underneath the seat. On an inverted coaster like Montu, it's up above your head. You hang down underneath with your feet dangling out in midair. Montu takes you up in the air 153 feet. And it drops you down traveling at 65 miles an hour. And it will turn you upside down 7 times while you're on it. About the 4th time, you might start counting and say, I hope I got you what he's talking about. Montu is consistently rated among the top 10 roller coasters in North America. I'm very proud of that. So if you're a roller coaster fan, don't miss the thrill of Montu.
Oh yeah, rode it twice today.
We are now going to enter the Serengeti Belt, where the animals roam completely free. Please keep your arms and legs inside the cabin, and please, if you'd like to take pictures, do it from a seated position only. Everyone must be seated, including the children. Please, no standing on the laps. If they're on your lap, they must be seated. This is for their safety, and we appreciate your cooperation. Over there on the left, up on the hill, of course, some of the reticulated giraffes. They are the tallest of all animals. The males reach a height of about 18 feet, females around 15 to 16 feet. They do nearly everything standing up. They eat, they drink, they sleep. The females even give birth from a standing position.
Ouch.
The first sensation to a newborn giraffe is about a 6-foot drop to the ground. That's okay, they're like a cat. They always land on their feet. Okay, I made that last part up. They don't always land on their feet, but I didn't want you to feel bad. Most of the time they do. We've never lost one as a result of falling wrong. See the big birds there on your left? Big guys with the black wings? Those are marabou storks. We call them the garbage man. They're actually a member of the vulture family. Please remain seated. Thank you. Now, folks, I'm going to try and tell you a lot of things about the animals, but If you stand up, I have to stop all that and tell you to sit down. Kind of spoils it for everybody on the train, so please be respectful of each other and remain seated. Thank you so much. On your left, you'll see some white and tan animals. Those are Addicks antelope, and they are probably the most endangered animal on Earth. None are left in the wild. The only ones remaining on Earth are in zoos and parks. Addicks antelope. Also over there, you'll see Grevy's zebras, and the big tan animals are eland antelope. They are the largest breed of antelope. The males weigh nearly a ton, females go about 1,600. Over on the left side, back a little ways, the gray, shaggy animals over there are wildebeest, also known as the white-bearded gnu. You probably remember them from The Lion King. We're going to get a little better view as we curve to the left very sharply here in just a moment.
Keeps texting me.
Now on the right side of the train there, you'll see some of the Grant gazelle. As I said, you get a little closer view of the wildebeest. On the left. You really never know where the animals are going to be out here. They just roam around wherever they feel comfortable. Some days they're way out in the middle, we hardly see them. Next day they'll be right up alongside the train. Many days they're on the track in front of the train, and we have one of those very sudden stops.
I want to pet those deer.
They're expensive, you know, where they don't really
Wildebeest travel in very large herds as they migrate looking for water and food. Sometimes there'll be nearly 1 million of them in a herd. And the cloud of dust one of those herds throws up is so large it can be seen at the International Space Station. Now look over your right up by the fence there, there's some of our white rhinos. The white rhino is the second largest land mammal on Earth. They're second in size only to an elephant. They weigh between 4,000 and 6,000 pounds. Despite that size, they're pretty fast for something that big. They run about 35 miles an hour. So if one's chasing you, make it a point to run 36 miles an hour and you'll be fine. Don't think you can run that fast? I don't know. If you look over your shoulder and see one of those coming at you, you might make 50 miles an hour. Also notice a couple of our ostriches back there on the right side. Now the building you'll pass on the right is the transfer station for the Skyride. There is no entrance or exit there. The Skyride goes to Nairobi and Stanleyville and vice versa. You can get on either at Stanleyville or Nairobi. It's about a 7-minute ride. Gives you a bird's eye view of Busch Gardens. And we're now approaching the Congo train station, our next stop. Congo is the home of the Banco Bumper Car, Congo River Rapids, and Kumba, the big roller coaster. Please remain seated until the train does come to a complete stop. Thank you, folks. You may now exit to the platform side on your left. There's an exit at either end of the train station, up by the front of the train or towards the back.